Aloha YouTube! So at this point you have seen the all-new 2024 Toyota Tacoma, and you know that it's undergone some of the most extensive changes in this model's nearly 30-year history. But we wanted to take a detailed and focused look specifically at the very off-road oriented model. So we have the TRD Pro, we also have a all-new Trail Hunter model. These, like I was saying, are really focused on giving you the ultimate off-road capability. So let's go ahead, jump in, see what's different about those models, and see if those are the ultimate off-road trucks for you. All right, so let's start off with the exterior design. Now, this is going to be very obvious from the second you walk up to this. This is the TRD Pro. There's a lot of different changes on board, including our fascia. So first off, as you can see, we have that special Toyota branding here, all spelled out. Kind of gives you that typical TRD Pro look. They're also going to be changing, of course, different lighting elements as well. So we have rigid industry light bar here, as well as fog lamps down here at the bottom. And just overall, this is going to have a substantially tougher stance. So this is going to be setting 2 inches higher and 3 inches wider than an SR5. So like I said, it's not going to look really anything like that standard version of the Tacoma. Now, of course, up top here, we do have a hood scoop. We have this beautiful white color with all the contrasting black elements. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Now, in terms of your lighting, you're still going to have the nice new modern LED headlights. And then as we drop down below, of course, this is a very off-road oriented model, so we're going to have these real metal skid plates. Now, as you move around to the side here, you're going to notice these absolutely awesome looking fender flares. They're really big, kind of protrude out. They're finished in this gloss black and just make this truck look so tough and meaty. And then speaking of meaty, underneath, we're going to have 18-inch TRD alloy wheels, as you can see, finished in a nice gloss black. But of course, we've got the big Goodyear Wrangler mud terrain tires for ultimate capability. But what I really want to talk about is our suspensions, because that's one of the most unique elements about the TRD Pro as well as the Trail Hunter. So on the TRD Pro, you're going to be looking at new Fox QS3 adjustable internal bypass shocks. This model is really going to be focused on that high speed off-roading, and then your Trail Hunter is going to be focused on more of that rock crawling situation. So that's going to come with Old Man Emu suspension. So that's a very tough suspension setup as well. Now, both the TRD Pro and the Trail Hunter model will be only available in the double cab configuration you see here with the 5-foot bed. However, there's a new option that I really like, and that's the two-tone roof finish. So as you can see here, we've got the gloss black roof, really matches super well with all the other gloss black elements throughout the rest of the truck. Now, as we kind of move around towards the rear design, this isn't going to be super different from all the rest of the Tacoma models. As you can see, just a nice tough look. We've got more of that gloss black accenting up here at the top. You've got the new LED taillights, and of course you have TRD Pro written across the back instead of Tacoma. We also have our red recovery hooks back here, and then down below we have a dual TRD exhaust setup. Let me go ahead and drop the tailgate down. First off, as you can see, we do have the power tailgate. That's a new feature for 2024. And looking inside here, we have 7% more space, just like the other Tacoma models, than the previous generation. But what I really like is we still have the same versatility. You've got these different attachments that you can slide on this rail system, so you can always have plenty of tie downs for whatever you need. We also, since this is the standard hybrid powertrain, have the 2400 watt outlet there for all of your tailgating needs or power tools, whatever you need. Let's go ahead and take a peek inside the cabin of this TRD Pro. Now, we'll remind you, if you want to really break down all the individual features, we've already produced a first look that really extensively dives into the interior. This is just going to be a little bit more focused on what's different with this TRD Pro. Now, it'll be pretty obvious. One of the main things that's different as soon as we look inside, we've got these big, beautiful red bucket seats. So as you can see, unique design, very sporty, definitely gonna hold you in place. And of course, I just love red. As you know, we're big fans of red interiors. Now, as far as your door trim, you're gonna see a lot of TRD branding throughout, including right there, so TRD Pro. Got the nice leather wrapping through here, red accents, as well as red accent stitching along the top. We've got the aluminum pedals and a special steering wheel as well. And just overall, a really, really nice look. It's very handsome looking. It also is very tough and rugged looking. Now, even though this is a rugged model, you're not doing without the luxury, because TRD Pro as well as Trail Hunter are positioned as top trim levels, which means you're going to have all the luxury and technology basically that the Limited has. That includes full digital 12.3-inch gauge cluster, 14-inch touchscreen display. We have the digital camera mirror. You have wireless charging. You have a sunroof up here. And really a lot of features that you maybe wouldn't even expect, including a heated steering wheel and heated and ventilated seats. So now we've switched over here to the Trail Hunter model. And as you can see, look at this, holy articulation. We have a massive amount of articulation here. We've got this truck posed up here on the rock here in beautiful Hawaii, and it really shows off the tremendous capability. Now, speaking of tremendous capability, both the TRD Pro and the Trail Hunter don't mess around when it comes to power. That's because they're automatically gonna come standard with the iForce Max hybrid system. This is gonna be the most powerful Tacoma that has ever been made. This is gonna be a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor and a nickel hydride battery pack. 326 horsepower, 465 pound-feet of torque. For those of you keeping track, that's actually nearly double the torque that the previous generation of the TRD Pro had. So these are tremendous power numbers. They are going to be greater than pretty much all of the competition besides for the Ranger Raptor. And by the way, this does of course have a locking rear diff as well for extra capability. Speaking of capability, of course, I can't forget to mention all the extra off-road accessories that you're getting here with the Trail Hunter. This is basically fully kitted out. So as I try to not trip on the lava rock here, we do have a snorkel system here. We also have ARB accessories, so you have real metal up here on the top, as well as this big piece right here on the back. I think this truck just looks so cool in person, and it's gonna be for the type of person that just wants an overland vehicle, but you want it straight from the factory. So you can actually just buy this with this new generation, coming straight from the factory, pick it up at your dealership, and you're ready to go overlanding immediately. Now, speaking of fully kitted out, you're probably wondering how much is this going to cost and when will it be available? We don't actually know how much it's gonna cost yet. This is just a first look video. Toyota will get that information out sooner when it becomes available, which is actually going to be early 2024. However, in our professional opinion, we're estimating a price that should be about $55-ish thousand. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for tuning in to this beautiful Hawaiian first look at the all-new 2024 Toyota Tacoma in the TRD and the Trail Hunter trim levels. We hope you enjoyed this, you found it useful, and learned a lot about these new trucks. And of course, make sure you go down below and subscribe, because we're gonna very, very extensively cover these trucks when they launch later on in the year. Also, make sure to follow us on TikTok and Instagram if you haven't already. And we'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.